Win free airtime with hashtag #LearnOn1. Share your comments on the lessons. SMS your feedback, name and town to 555. Hashtag #LearnOn1. Invite learning in.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Louisa. I'm not here alone, I'm here with my friend. And welcome to everyone at home. Today's lesson is mathematics. And before we begin our lesson, let us remember to sanitize. Rub your hands together. Spread them out. Remember, don't touch each other. Right round. And our theme for this week is families and communities. Let us begin our lesson. Our first lesson is on page 3. Before we begin to write, let us look at the blocks that are in our books. Those blocks are for you to write in. Today's lesson is for both grade 2s and grade 3s. Let us start with the grade 2 lesson. We are counting in 2s. I have 2 balls here with me. 1, 2. The ball on my left is our number 2. Let us count together. And as I'm counting, you're also writing down your answer. 1, 2. Let us write number 2. Very good. 3, 4. Well done. 5, 6. Good. 7, 8. Very good. Now I want you to finish off the rest of the numbers by yourself at home. We move on to the grade 3s, and we are counting in 3s. This time my friend will help me to count in 3s. When you land on the box number 3, it is the blue box. Let us count together. 1, 2, 3. Write number 3. 4, 5, 6. Well done. 7, 8, 9. Write number 9. 10, 11, 12. Wonderful. Now we can finish the rest of the work by ourselves. This exercise is coming from page 4, which is for grade 2s. Grade 3s, feel free to join in. The first exercise we're going to do is the example on the left-hand side. We have 4 balls, blue balls, that is 4 plus 6 white balls, which is the 6 that is written there, equals to 10. So 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. And the opposite, 10 balls all together, we are going to remove 6 white balls, That is 6, which is equal to 4, which is the blue balls. Now let's do the next example together on the chalkboard. The same thing like we did on the first example is what we're going to do on the chalkboard. I have 2 blue balls. So I'm going to write 2 on the chalkboard. 2 blue balls plus this number that we have not been given. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our answer is 8. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. The opposite again, 10 balls all together, and then we're supposed to take away 2 blue balls. So I'm going to say subtract 2. And then, well, how many am I left with? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our answer is 8. I hope you were able to count with me together. We are going to do the rest by yourselves at home. Now we're going to have fun with numbers on page 5. This is for grade 3s, but grade 2s, I know you can do this, so feel free to join in. My friend here is going to help me with this exercise. Can you please look at your books, color in the blocks, look for 173. Help me to look for 173. As well as 184. Look for 184. After that, can you also look for 195? 195. Great job. I hope you're all able to look for those numbers. Now, let us look at number 2. Write the number that comes before 200. Let's look at our number grid that we have and look for the number that comes before 200. Our answer is 195. So the number that comes before 200 is 199. Number 3, write the number that comes after 149. The number that comes after 149. Let's look for the number that comes after 149. 149, 100. Yes, my friend here got 150 correct. Great job. The rest you can do by yourselves at home. Hope you had fun with your last lesson. Turn to page 6. We are going to be counting numbers with the grade 2s, but grade 3s, as usual, feel free to join in. Let us count our numbers together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. This is going to help us to identify bigger numbers. We are going to draw a circle around the bigger numbers, the bigger number. Now let's look at the first example that has been done for us. 5 or 9, which is the bigger number? The bigger number is 19. You see there's a circle there that is already drawn for us. My friend here is going to help me to identify the bigger number. Which number is bigger, 13 or 15? Sorry, 13 or 12? Which is the bigger number? 13. Yes, the bigger number is 13. Well done. Now, the next number, 5 or 8. Which number is bigger? Well done. The rest, we can do them by ourselves at home. Hope you enjoyed the lesson and quickly finish so that we can do the next activity. Welcome to our last lesson, which we'll find on page 7. We're going to complete that exercise that is for both grade 2s and grade 3s. I'm going to give you a few examples on the board that we're going to do together. 5 plus 3. Let us count on 5 plus 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. What is our answer? 8. 15 is a bigger number, so I've written 15 sticks, and I'm going to count on 3. I'm going to add 3 more. Let us count on together how many are going to get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Going to get 18. And for the grade 3s, 4 plus, there's a number that we don't know here, and 8. So what are we going to do? We're going to say 8 minus 4. Let's do that together. 8, let's remove 4, counting back from 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. How many do we have? 4. Yes, we've got 4. For the next one, 19, I've put 19 sticks here to help us. And then we're going to remove how many? 7. Let us remove them together. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see how many we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our answer is 12. Right. Our very last exercise that we're going to do is the number bonds. We've got 6 for grade 2s, so every number that we're going to add up is going to add up to 6. So 3 plus a number that we don't know what gives us 6, so it's 3 plus 3, which will give us 6, and then for grade 3s, 17. Whatever number we're going to add, they have to add up to 17. So 13 plus 4 will give us 17. That is our final lesson for today. Hope you enjoyed today's exercises, and always remember COVID-19 rules. Always sanitize your hands. Let us sanitize our hands. Social distancing. Always a meter apart. Don't touch each other. Right round. Now, let us welcome our friend Zoshi to say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Hi everyone, I'm Joshi, and make sure to always Make a helicopter circle, stretching your arms out and spinning around like me. And make sure you're not touching anyone while doing this. Goodbye!
I'm feeling so bad because of I have been arrested. We are trying to sell to provide our kids with food, but the police, they come to arrest us.
I was literally apprehended in Independence Avenue. I mean, there was no prior communications with the police or with Bonn or Benga Namibia. These guys literally just apprehended us on surprise.
And when you are talking in a manner that is exaggerated about brutality in this country, I should ask you in which country you live.
Yes, I can confirm that indeed there were 2 cell phones that were found after a search was conducted at the cells that the Fish Road accused us staying.
Do you understand the amount of money that the government has spent on the fight against COVID-19? Could they have spent 300 million on tracing people and managing people? Is that even possible?
In a corner of southern Africa lies a vast and sparse land, where endless horizons, dramatic scenery, and untouched wilderness abound. (1,500 kilometers of harsh desert coastline, a mosaic of biodiversity, sub-Saharan savanna, acacia bushland, encased by 2 deserts. Home to wildlife and wilderness abundant, yet ever at risk. This is Namibia, home to some of the most noteworthy conservation success stories across the globe. Initiatives forged, manned, and driven by passionate individuals and groups.
People are busy there walking for more than 45 kilometers a day.
Special species and wild locations under constant threat from an increasingly destructive developing world.
One of the world's true survivors.
This is the story of the Namibian wilderness, the stories of the enigmatic wildlife and natural wonders of her realm.
They are not a threat to anyone, if you understand them.
This is the story of those determined to preserve it, and thereby themselves.
Don't think I want to tell my children one day that we had rhinos in Namibia. I want to show them live rhinos.
This is the story of the last defenders.
We had been tracked them for about 7 days, and on the 7th day, we come across the butchers, and there was a shooting. We are not armed. We having a camera and GPS, we are just hiding behind the bushes. If I don't protect this species, who's going to do that? So is that why I sacrificed my life to go on conserve the rhinos.
Armed out in the field with basically a notebook against poachers that are armed with highly dangerous weapons and more. How is this an equal fight?
I started right on the ground as a tracker, and I worked all the way up to be the CEO now, and I know how hard it is. It's commitment and dedication and the patience that you have for the animal. It's really hard. It's like you had something in your house that you are protecting for so long, and when you go away from home, somebody comes and kills you.
Namibia is known for its beautiful wide open landscapes. However, these deserted spaces also pose numerous educational challenges in our country's rural areas. Because of this, many learners are denied access to proper teaching and learning. At EduVision, we believe that education is the starting point to a journey of endless possibilities.
Soon and very soon, we are going to see e-learning. Soon and very soon, we are going to.
The plan for EduVision was to identify areas in Namibia that do not have the proper learning resources, a working school or an education center.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, we are going to see e-learning. No more diet.
My name is Philip Smith. I'm the principal of Educate Academy in Otjiwarongo. The project EduVision, the e-learning program, started in 2017. With a project like this, obviously telecommunication, internet connection is a major thing that needs to be sorted out, a logistical challenge. And the fact that we chose Chunkwe Secondary School as the first school didn't make it easier for ourselves. It's very far from Otjiwarongo, it's far from Windhoek. So the internet connection was a big challenge first of all. So with the help of the telecommunications expert Paratus, they made this dream come true with internet connections via Windhoek, Otjiwarongo to Chunkwe and then back, the whole process. Like I said, it's interactive whiteboard, so the internet speed, capacity of the connectivity and so forth plays a major role. And so Paratus made this dream come true, and they were on board from the first moment. So we're grateful for Paratus.
The project offers teaching assistance of a high standard in science to rural secondary schools within the learner's own community by means of e-learning. This entails the following: live transmissions of lessons from an equipped teacher in a different location to the students in rural areas, students using their own cell phone, tablet or computer to recall each lesson, and interactive lessons as well as the use of a smartboard as a teaching aid.
So if you look ahead at the next 3 years, we get information from the Ministry of Education. The future is very bright. So I think there's a lot of schools who can benefit from this program. Like I mentioned before, finances obviously plays a major role in a project like this. So we're very thankful for all the sponsors that are on board and still on board after almost 3 years of the project. So as long as people from the private sector can get involved, I think we can reach many schools in Namibia, because this project made a good start now. We're already seeing some positive results, and we can just call on all the private sector corporate sponsors to come on board and join in this very, very positive project.
It is EduVision's goal to prepare and guide learners in order to make the modern world they are living in accessible to all.
My name is Magdalena Neoma. I'm 18 years old and I'm doing my first year at UNAM Commando campus, and I completed my grade 12 at Tsunkwe Senior Secondary School. I'm doing education, so I'm gonna teach at Tsunkwe Secondary School because there, I really need to go there and motivate the learners. Eduvision helped me a lot. It assisted us in teaching for mathematics, physical science, and biology. And it also, we get to exchange learning from other schools like Educate, whereby they teach us, and that's the most thing that we benefited from. Studying without Eduvision was so challenging. And when Eduvision was introduced at our school, things become more easier. The time where Eduvision was not introduced, we were so slow in learning. And when Eduvision introduced at our school, my learning speed increases. Things were kind of boring. And when Eduvision came, my mind changed the way I think. I'm really grateful for what Eduvision gave us. Our class of 2019 was the first group to make it, to perform very well at Tsunku Senior Secondary School. So it should keep up the spirit. We need that. It should continue to support us.
Eduvision aspires to ensure that equal opportunity is offered to every learner in rural areas to tap into his or her own potential while working in an environment which views disadvantages not as obstacles but as unique attributes that can be regarded as powerful assets when given the proper opportunity. At Eduvision, we believe that dreams are the foundation of knowledge and hope always triumphs over experience.
No more problems. Everything is proper. Eduvision.
Akili, 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 akili. Water, water, wash your hands. Scrub with soap, wash your hands. Front and back, wash your hands. To be clean and safe. Wash your hands before you eat your breakfast. Wash your hands before you eat your lunch. Wash your hands before you eat your dinner. Wash your hands before you start to munch. Water, water, wash your hands. Scrub with soap, wash your hands. Front and back, wash your hands. To be clean and safe. Wash your hands after using the toilet. Wash your hands after you sneeze or cough. Wash your hands after you touch animals. Wash your hands